Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Onyinye and I'm a Nigerian content creator. Talk about all things lifestyle, beauty and fashion here on my channel. I'm so excited because I haven't filmed a sit down video in, let me say, about 2 months now. Yeah, so I'm quite excited about this one. So I'm going to be talking about being an influencer in 2022, like my unpopular opinion on what's going on in this industry. So I can say that I've been an influencer for over 4 years because it was about 2 years into my journey when I started off content creation that I started working with brands. So 4 years in, worked with different type of brands. I've been in the industry. I worked on campaigns with other influencers. So I just want to talk about some of the things that are not sitting with me so well. Some of the things I'm very, very happy about. Trust me, I'm all good vibes on this channel. So I'm not just going to come and talk about bad things and not share like good things. It's going to be fair, honest, and just talk about things that are happening in the industry currently. Yeah, so let's go into this video proper. One of the first things or one opinion that I have is that influencers are less authentic in 2022. And it's not something that I'm so mad about. I feel like it's so bad, and I'll explain it. Basically, the platforms that we are using now, ever since Reels got into play, ever since TikTok became a thing from like COVID at 2020, a lot of people have just been like jumping on trends. So it's just like jump from one trend to another, trend to another, trend to another, and like they don't really have their own, I don't know how to explain, like their own kind of like content that this is home for me, okay? And not everyone knows how to apply a trend to their brand voice and their like brand aura, let me put it that way. So sometimes they just jump on trends. It has been trends to trends to trends. And I saw it on another creator's story earlier this year. And it kind of resonated with me. Like, I didn't think of it that way, to be honest. I didn't think of it that way. But like when she put it out there, I'm like, it's actually true. Like, once a new type of, everybody's doing this type of dance, this, everybody's doing one, two. And you're just like, God, like I really miss those days of fashion pictures. Like people go outside, scout for locations and shoot outdoor, really give it their all, work with photographers to like bring a whole project to life just for an Instagram post. But like now it's just like everywhere you go, someone has a lighting setup, filming at home. And I really just miss that whole time of like personally, I miss going outside to shoot. Like I really miss scouting for locations, taking pictures out, having to like dab my makeup under like sun. Yeah, so I miss like almost everything about it. And I kind of just want a lot of that to come back. So I feel like because of the way social media is going, like on Instagram, if you're not using a trendy sound, it's going to be really difficult for your video to do really well, to be honest. Because Instagram if you ever scroll through like your Reel Explore, best believe that there's one particular sound that you see like 5 reels from, okay? And I don't blame people because people want to grow, people want they want their followers to increase, they want brands to notice them, so they're doing all the things that will get people to notice them on social media, and a lot of time it's diluting the creativity. So I feel like being authentic is kind of like diluted, is what is just going down because of like constant trends. Everybody wants to jump on this trend. Oh, touch it came, this one came, and all of that. And yes, it's actually pushing people to be like better creatives, because if you look at the touch it, like the touch it challenge was one that I was very happy for in the fashion industry, because some people learned how to edit better with the touch it challenge. Some people learned how to make like a different type of video with like the touch it challenge. So it was quite nice to see. But I feel like even sometimes we're working with the same type of brands, the same influencers you're following are working with the same type of brands. I'm not really discovering like new brands through influencers, because it's just like 5 people are working with the same type of brand over and over and over. And yeah, like I just feel like, yeah, it's getting a bit, yeah, like sometimes you're just like, I just want something exciting, like a whole lot more exciting. And I don't think I'm really getting that from influencers in 2022. So the next thing that I want to talk about is feed fillers. So feed fillers for me in 2022, they are a no-no. They are a no-no. And a lot of time people do it, influencers, content creators on Instagram just do it to make their feed look great. And personally, I'm not so crazy about feed, to be honest. Sometimes I just want it to look good. Some other times I'm like, I want to post pictures today, I'm going to post pictures today. There's nothing you're going to do about it. But my issue with feed fillers, so sorry, if you guys don't understand what feed fillers are, they're just like using like random pictures, like pictures of a coffee, picture of water, picture of a bridge, picture of the sky, picture of a ring, just to like fill up your feed. And my problem is that a lot of times creators get these pictures from Pinterest. They lift other people's content without authorization, without permission to use this content. And I don't think that that's cool in any way. That's one. Two, a lot of times the pictures are not relatable. So what happens is that your regular pictures get about 2,000 likes and your feed fillers get about 200 likes. What it's doing is that it's reducing the general engagement of your page. All for what? Clean aesthetics. And another thing is that there are some brands, especially the ones that work with like agencies, they will check your what's it called, your engagement rates, your general engagement rate on your page. So if you have like 2,000 likes and you have like 200, the app that you're going to use is going to calculate an average. So it's reducing like your general page engagement. You're just here and there. Sometimes you guys say it's the algorithm that is against you, but sometimes you're causing the algorithm to be against you because you're not posting what people would engage with. Now, I would say if you must use feed fillers, make your own feed fillers. So when you go out, take a picture of maybe your drink, take a picture of your food, take a picture of maybe the chair at the restaurant, make your own feed fillers, okay? And find something you can still get engagement even from a feed filler. I've done that before. What happened? I went out with my sister, we got milkshake. So I think I had like chocolate and then she had like vanilla. And I took a picture of it and I told people to vote, which one do you prefer, chocolate or vanilla? And like people were commenting. So it doesn't really have to be just posted. Some of you don't even put captions to it and all. At every point, you're trying to tell a story. You'll be trying to pass a message with your post, okay? If there's nothing to really communicate or nothing, it's useless to me. And if it's not your content, please drop it or give proper credit. And I'm sorry, saying Pinterest alone is not credit enough. Mention the account on Pinterest. If they have a page on Instagram, instead of saying this is Pinterest, tag the Instagram page, okay? So I feel like feed fillers are very unnecessary these days, very unnecessary. I cringe so much when I see creators that have amazing content, like your videos are crisp, you take like great pictures, but you just post random feed fillers that will be getting 56 likes, and next thing you see in the comments is one love emoji or DM me this photo to be reposted from all these bot accounts. You understand? So please, no. Feed fillers to me are not necessary for influencers in 2022. So in case you're an influencer doing feed fillers wrongly, please put yourself to check. And in case you're about to be an influencer, there are other ways you can make your page look good. Use presets. I have a preset pack that you guys can totally shop from. Use presets. By the time you use presets on all your pictures consecutively, your feed will look better generally. Don't be taking other people's pictures. Are we good? We're good. So one thing that is making me really happy is diversifying. So in 2022, I'm seeing a lot of creators diversify. Like creators are now having consultations, influencers rather are having consultations, they're launching collections with brands, and it's making me so happy. And it took a while for this to come home. I feel like it took a little while for this to come home to like here in Nigeria. So normally like in the UK, US, I would say influencers collaborate with brands, like release like a collection, like a product and all of that. And I like the idea. And I love that I'm seeing a lot more of it, both locally and on international level. Okay, so it's making me really happy that even micro influencers are securing that kind of bag. I mean, Zephyrs and Co, that is a clothing brand here in Nigeria, they work with influencers to release collections, and it has been amazing. Okay, so I really like that. The Bell Store and this thing called Fashion released a range, a collection, like a short hair collection, and it was so beautiful to see. So I love the fact that creators, influencers are diversifying, looking for more ways to secure the bag, looking for more ways to expand. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of influencers being signed as ambassadors, and it's making me so happy, because gone are the days that they sign actresses, they sign musicians. Those are the only people that get signed. But now it's coming home to influencers in Nigeria. We're actually getting signed as ambassadors, and is making Homegirl so happy. So to all influencers out there, please look for ways to diversify. A brand reaching out to you for one Instagram post, not the only way that you can monetize. Okay, you can pitch to these brands to like launch a collection together, launch a product together, okay, and see how you can earn money from it constantly, because it's really nice. Like every time somebody will buy the product, you'll be paid a particular amount of money. That's lit to me. Like that's cool. You don't have to sweat too much. Someone just buys your product. Like you didn't necessarily produce. Like it's not as if they, like the influencers with Zephyrs and Co, it's not as if they actually went into like the factory to like start making the clothes with their hands. You understand? But of course they did like the whole design together. So it's making me really happy seeing influencers diversify. Some of them are starting out businesses. So it's great. It's like if I talk so well on makeup and I start like a makeup line, best believe that it's going to do well, and I'm seeing like influencers doing that. So that's one thing that's making me really happy. So if you're an influencer that's not yet diversified, please look for ways to diversify in 2022. If you're about to join us, you're welcome on board, and make sure you do what? Diversify. So another thing that made me really happy, and this one happened recently, is nano influencers and working with brands. And this whole thing happened from the Fenty Beauty campaign that happened, the launch that happened in Nigeria. So Fenty Beauty, we all know that it came to Africa, they did the launch, and I love the fact that when beauty influencers, even the nano and micro ones, felt like they were not represented, they actually spoke up, and it made Homegirl really happy. Like during that time, I started going out too, but I just didn't have the energy for it and all. And I came on Twitter and I was just seeing the threads. I was just seeing people reposting on Instagram. And I'm like, what? And like after the whole thing, like the agency involved now tried to do, we want to send you products for like to like create content and all of that. And they were like, no, you guys didn't task us from the beginning. You might as well not just task us at all. And I love the boldness. Like this is one thing that makes me grin from ear to ear, because I have calls with influencers and we talk about rates, and a lot of times they're like, hey, I just want to do free work. Hey, the brand this, the brand, and I'm just like, know your worth, for crying out loud. And a lot of times I really take my time to explain this to them, like explain how as little as 10 people purchasing from a brand you referred, how it goes. Because the most beautiful thing about influencer marketing is that it's like a chain reaction, to be honest. Once you talk about something, other people buy it, other people tell other people, other people tell other people, and before you know it, that little, you just feel like, oh, it's just one Instagram post, how many people will see it? That little thing is literally bringing a lot of customers. So it made me really happy seeing that they were coming to the actualization of their worth. It's a long time coming, to be very honest, very long time coming. It just made me really happy that they were bold to speak out, speak up. So like beauty influencers, you guys made me really happy during that period, to be honest. And I love you guys. I mean, I'm proud. So I really love the boldness that is coming out. And the thing is that once you speak up, you help another creator speak up. So you're like, Yechi did not agree for this brand. She talked about it. I mean, I can't do the same thing. Let me speak up. Let me ask for this and all. So it's like we're pulling each other together. That's why when you collect a fee that is not fair, that is tacky, you're literally bringing us down. You're not just bringing down yourself, but you're like weakening the bond we have in the industry, and that's not pretty at all. So I really want to see more nano influencers, micro influencers speak up. I really want us to, you know, have that whole connection. Like if people say, oh no, we're not doing, but like, oh, we're not doing, because I know that they send that email to a decent amount of people. I know that people, like influencers that I follow, were like, they are not taking even the free product, they are not taking, and it kind of just really made homegirls smile. Yeah. So since I'm talking about beauty influencers, I'm just going to end on the note of skincare influencers. So I feel like there's a very huge backlash on skincare influencers a lot of times, and especially on Twitter, talking about how they are changing skincare brands, you know, how they are using brands that they don't promote, this and that and all. So let me first of all address changing skincare brands, okay? So one thing I'm going to say is that as much as we want to be loyal to a brand, okay, this thing is business for us, all right? And please follow through. Don't take out what I'm saying out of context, please. It's business for us. And if we love a brand so much, we work with them, they're great on our skin, but they're like, oh, we just want to pay for 2 posts. Okay, we're going to make the 2 posts for them, talk about the brand, and then let it rest. If another brand should come and meet us and say, oh, okay, we want to work with you for like 2 months and all, and we start talking about the brand on our page. Now, definitely, I feel like there should be good space. You shouldn't just be jumping from brands to brands. And I'm going to talk about a solution to this. So it's business for us. It's not as if we just love to change products every other week. And because I stopped working with a brand doesn't mean I hate their products or their products do not work for me. Understand me? Because I still get messages about a particular brand that I worked with, like I think 2019. People are asking me, oh, were their products really good? Hey, I want to use their products, but I'm not sure. And I'm just like, my reviews at that time are the same. I feel like they were good. And I didn't have any adverse effect using the brand's products. So it's still the same thing. So just because an influencer starts working with a brand does not mean that that brand is trash. It does not mean that, okay? So when we change brands, instead of stop saying it as, oh, we're trying to confuse our audience or carry us here, and here. It's business for us. We're being paid to push out these products. Now, what I would say is not fair is you promoting a product that you haven't used, or what's the word? You haven't used it for a while. So when a brand should reach out to you and they say, if a skincare brand should reach out to you and say they want a post next week, please, my darlings, don't answer that soon. So give it some time. I would say like 3 to 6 weeks. Use the product and then, of course, share your review about it. All right. And this thing is also a huge risk for us because we're literally testing out products that we might not be 100% so sure of how safe they are on our skin, but we're doing it, one, for the bag and also to review for our audience. You understand? But I feel like in everything, try your possible best to be honest, okay? Try your possible best to be honest when reviewing these products. Now, not all the products, maybe they send you a range, not all of them will do magic for you. Highlight the ones that you feel made a difference on your skin. Yes, so that's one very important thing. Highlight the products that made a difference on your skin. Talk about other, things about the brand, maybe their packaging, the smell of the product, just how maybe they welcomed you, maybe if you went to their space or you chat with them like via Instagram, their customers. There's a lot of other things that you can talk about aside from the direct effect it has on your skin. Okay, so I just feel like the world needs to calm down on skincare influencers. If a brand is not paying us, we just can't be loyal to the brand for 2 years. Yes, it can be a very, very great brand, but if another great brand decides to pay, like we test out their product, is working well, and we decide to do a review, no bad blood, no bad energy with the last one, okay? So for me, I feel like the solution to this is skincare influencers, when working with brands, pitch long term and try to stick with brands that offer you long term. And I feel like more skincare brands are being open to this, and that's because I've negotiated with a good amount of them in the past 2 years. They are more open to this than they were when I started off in 2018. Yes. So when I mean pitch long term, don't do less than 3 months contracts. So 3 months contract, agree on the number of posts during that period, and then sign for 3 months. They pay you like end of every month, like you're literally working for them for like the 3 months. You can decide to do 6 months contracts. You understand? So when you do that, you're able to properly use the product, carry people through your journey, and of course, reoccurring like posts that happen over and over, like recurring posts, they tend to do better. You get? So it's just makes sense to do the whole thing. It's profitable for you, okay? It's also profitable for the brand because they will get more returns instead of you just using the product once and talking about it once. Yeah, so I feel like that's a good solution for like skincare influencers. But guys, please calm down on the backlash on us. We're not just going to stick to one brand all our life. There's sometimes that some of you say, oh, review product from this brand, review product from this brand, and we go out of our way to review these products from these brands. So just do like this. Don't force it. If we stop working with a brand, don't take it as, oh, it's bad or anything. And I feel like people also need to reduce entering influencers' DM to ask, oh, is this product really good? Because when people do that to me, I feel like you think I'm a liar. Like, I gave you a proper review of what this product did on my skin. Don't come to my DM and be asking me, Yeichi, is this product really good? Did it really work on your skin? Like, I'm actually really honest when it comes to skincare because I feel like the skin is the largest organ of the body. So it should be cared for the most, okay? And I don't joke with my skin ever since I was a teenager. So I'm really, really honest with it. Like this year alone, I've turned down over 6 skincare brands to work with because 1, I don't understand what you're selling. 2, I see that you're promoting things I would not use on my skin or advise anybody to. Like you're promoting whitening, bleaching, and I'm not going to do that for no amount in this world. Yeah, so I've turned down a lot of brands and I kind of just stick with the ones that my heart is at. And if you know me very well, when I work with a skincare brand, I work with them long term because that's like my new way of working with those brands, only long term. So I feel like that would help a lot skincare influencers to do like long-term contracts only with these brands. Yep, so that's pretty much it about being an influencer in 2022. My hot take. Okay, let me know what else you think influencers are doing right or doing wrong in 2022. And of course, let's just chat in the comment section. So make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up because it helps you to recommend it to other people. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.